How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I am your host, JRabbit87, and I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today, and I hope you guys are ready for the final RWF before Rabbit Mania. Yes, this will be the final bit of build-up. We've got some interesting matches. We have 10 action-packed stuff going on for you. Of course, before we get into our actual show, we'll do a quick run-through of our commands, which I'll do a full-length run-through of those later on. So, as always, we're sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. We also want to say a huge thank you to everybody that joins us today. To start off our bunch of things is Discord, bunch of links. Here's a link to YouTube and a link to TikTok, and of course, ways to help support the stream if you would like to do so. All that wonderful stuff in the chat. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little discombobbled here. My alarm didn't go off. I always set an alarm, and the alarm didn't go off in time. So actually, why we are starting like 2 minutes late here. But hey, we're here. I've got the show ready for you guys to go, and it's going to be a great show. Like I said, we've got 10 action-packed matches for you. We've got 3 different 3-way matches. And we're actually starting the show out with one of those, a 3-way Falls Count Anywhere elimination match featuring the 3 number 1 contenders to the 3 women's singles titles. That match starts things off first.
I ain't the lady to mess with.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making her way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, Victoria!
And starting out first is the number 1 contender to the Women's World Championship and the 2025 Women's Rabbit Rumble winner. And entry number 2 in this match is the number 1 contender to the RWF Women's United States Championship. And last, but certainly not least, is the #1 contender to the RWF Women's European Championship. And with her entry, votes have begun, so make sure to get your vote in now. This is a elimination match. So just to make you all aware, this is a Falls Count Anywhere 3-way elimination match, which means that if you get pinned or you get submitted, which can happen anywhere in the arena, then you will leave the arena and you will be out of this match. The last woman standing will win and gain the ultimate momentum heading in to Rabit Mania. And of course, in this match, you have Candice LeRae, who will be challenging Chelsea Green for the RWF Women's European Championship. The Man, Becky Lynch, who will be challenging Jade Cargill for the RWF Women's United States Championship. And Victoria, who not only is the 2025 Rabbit Rumble winner, but she will be going on to Rabbit Mania to challenge Natalia for the RWF Women's World Championship. And LeRae about to hit it. There it is, the Wicked Stepsister. Backstabber by LeRae, trying to take out Lynch, but a kick out of 2. Hey, welcome in, brother. What have I missed? Nothing so far. This is our first match. This is a 3-way elimination match, Falls Count Anywhere. featuring the three #1 contenders to all three of the women's singles championships. After the manhandle slam, a kick out of 2. LeRae will be challenging for the Women's European Championship. Victoria will be going after the Women's World Championship, and Lynch will be going after the Women's United States Championship. I got Alexa with Ning. Well, we will see Alexa later tonight when she teams up with Nikki Cross. But she is not in this match. This match is of all the #1 contenders for women's singles titles. Winning? Yeah, we've got Alexa winning. Okay. Well, once Alexa is here, you can vote for the Wyatt sisters if you would like to once we get to that match. And Candice LeRae, the first woman out of this match, so it is down to the #1 contender to the Women's United States Championship and the #1 contender to the Women's World Championship. Alexa will win every match tonight. Fair. Of course, we will have this same match that you're seeing between the three of the men's singles competitors, including Bray Wyatt, in tonight's main event. Victoria able to escape the armbar there. Back and forth between these two ladies. They know that whoever wins will gain the biggest momentum shift here towards WrestleMania. And right through the table. Pin attempt by Victoria. And a kick out of 2. And now Becky Lynch has to disarm her locked in. But there's no tap out. Oh, looks like Becky Lynch is trying to set up the end of it. There's the manhandle slam. And that's it. And Becky Lynch, the #1 contender to Jade Cargill's RWF Women's United States Championship has won this match. If you give me just a sec, we're going to trying to get rid of this. Okay. I don't know how to get rid of stuff here. Who is Dave? I don't know, and I'm trying to block him. It is not someone. It's. I know it says, mind you, this is not a bot, but it is scam. It is a scam, and I'm trying to get it. Um, I just blocked him myself. I had him banned, but yeah, there we go. Hopefully that will get rid of that. He is a ban invader. He is basically someone that I have banned in the past because he is a scammer, and somehow he got through the ban. So this time I banned him again, and I have also blocked him. So hopefully he will not come back. Sorry about that. We will continue on with tonight's show. Moving on right along, as some of you may know, Abyss has been on a warpath against Team Hardcore as he is set to face the Pure Honor champion Terry Funk and leader of Team Hardcore at Rabbit Mania. Now he has a victory over the Sandman. He has a loss over Rob Van Dam. Tonight he fights, well, with of course the exception of Terry himself, the final member of Team Hardcore, New Jack. And this match is coming up next. Abyss Monster Ball.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from parts unknown, weighing in at 350 pounds. He is the monster, Abyss!
And here he comes, the monster Abyss. Again, he has a victory over the Sandman. He has a loss against Rob Van Dam. And no matter win or loss right here tonight, either way, he goes on to Rabbit Mania to face Terry Funk for the RWF Pure Honor Championship. And when it comes to all the members of Team Hardcore, some could argue that this is the most hardcore member of Team Hardcore, the original gangster New Jack. The faction of Team Hardcore, of course, starting with Terry Funk and New Jack first, deciding to team again with each other to make the team of the originals. Eventually bringing in Sandman and Rob Van Dam. Now calling themselves Team Hardcore. And Abyss wasting no time in getting the first few hits in here. He knows that he's got to use his strength to his advantage. New Jack dresses like a duplex boy. LOL. If you know, you know. Jackknife cover there by New Jack, but whoa, reversal by Abyss. And there's a reversal back at, Dudley. Fair. Yes. Yes, he does. New Jack Dudley. That is pressed by New Jack. New Jack now in control of this match. He's got to use all of his brawling to his that he can to keep the monster down. He is unhinged Devon. I mean, you're not wrong. And as this match takes a tumble to the outside, this is not ECW. These two need to keep an eye out because countout is very much a thing in this match. And Abyss hits the shock treatment here on the outside of the ring. And Abyss bringing New Jack back into the ring and getting back in just in time himself. Abyss going for the black hole slam, but New Jack able to reverse out of it. And now Abyss going for a Boston Crab. But New Jack easily able to get out of it. A second shock treatment by the monster into the cover. And a kick out of two. Black hole slam by Abyss into the cover. And that's it. Abyss getting a big win over New Jack here tonight, and all the momentum going into Rabbit Mania. Well, coming up next, we have a bit of an interesting situation. So, we all know, or should know, that Finn Balor can't. Huh? What can I do with my 1 500 from betting? Honestly, nothing really. There are some like games where you can like try to get more of the 500 points, but the points are just for fun, honestly. You can't really do anything with them or anything like that other than more betting. There, like I said, there used to be like little games where you could like try to roll the dice and stuff like that. And I don't know. We honestly we haven't done like nobody has done anything. Got you, bro. Like nothing. Nobody has done anything with the points in so long other than bet with them. That they're just there for a way for you guys to interact and engage and have fun. Um, so yes, as I was saying, Finn Balor is not able to challenge for the Intercontinental Championship as long as Umaga, the man who took it away from Finn Balor, has the title. Now, last episode we saw Finn Balor win, challenge, and defeat the number one contender Pete Dunne in a one-on-one match. Now, Balor, he can't challenge for the Intercontinental Championship, but he can and has challenged the Intercontinental Champion to a one-on-one match, and Armando Alejandro Estrada, the handler of Umaga, has agreed. And this match is coming up next. You'll have to wait until betting starts, my friend.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Armando Alejandro Estrada from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, the Samoan Bulldozer, Umaga!
You don't have that many points, my friend. It didn't take it. And here comes Umaga, the current champion. Interesting that the champion entering first here. That worked. Wait, this is, we've seen this, We haven't seen this in a long time since he brought it out to defeat Joe Coffey when Joe Coffey said that there was nothing from Ireland that he's afraid of.
And his opponent, the Demon, Finn Balor.
That looks like Balor bringing out the Demon once again to fight his biggest battles for him and perhaps get some revenge against the man who took the Intercontinental Championship away from him. The last time we saw the Demon in RWF, Joe Coffey had taken the Intercontinental Championship away from Finn Balor, but he also said that that Scotland was better because he's from Scotland, and that there was nothing from Ireland that he would ever fear. And Finn Balor definitely made him fear for his life when he brought the Demon out and defeated him in singles competition using the Demon's powers to his advantage. And once again, it seems that Finn Balor has dug deep down to bring out the Demon once more. Despite the mind games, it looks like Umaga is not intimidated and he is not backing down. Now, I do have to remind everybody that the Intercontinental Championship is not on the line here. One of the things that the anonymous general manager put into play before he was fired, he or she was fired, was that as long as, and this is in contract, as long as Umaga holds the Intercontinental Championship, Finn Balor cannot challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Despite this, Umaga still, despite it being the Demon, Finn Balor, despite all that, Umaga still needs to watch himself. Finn Balor is a 3-time former Intercontinental Champion. Then again, Umaga has something that Balor doesn't have. He has Armando Alejandro Estrada. Big hip attack there by the Samoan Bulldoze. And now going for the Samoan spike, but Balor able to get out of it. And just as Balor seems to be in control, Alejandro Estrada getting his nose in the business here and distracting Balor. Umaga now from the top rope with a diving headbutt. The move that he used to take Beat Dunn out into the cover, but a kick out of 2. Springboard dropkick. Went for a top rope dive, but missed, and Umaga trying to capitalize, but only a 1 count. Balor going for the coup de grace, misses, and he gets hit with the Samoan spike into the cover. And Balor kicks out at 2. A little bit of taunting here by the Samoan Bulldozer. Pop-up Samoan drop into the cover. And a kick out of 2. A second Samoan spike into the cover. And that's it.
Here is your winner, the Samoan Bulldozer, Umaga!
Big victory here for Umaga. Not only did he beat a former 3-time Intercontinental Champion, but he beat Finn Balor at his deepest and darkest. The Demon has been dethroned here tonight. Well, moving on, despite, well, the face paint wears off, that's cool. Yes, it does. And I think so too. I think yeah, I think that's a cool thing that they added. It will on creative wrestlers too. If you certain face paint for creative wrestlers will wear off as well if you do a bunch of stuff to their face. Now, in the War of Momentum, DIY has won against the Usos. They have won all 4 singles matches. But the Usos, they just know how to get under someone's skin. And they have done just that by claiming that, oh well, yeah, we lost in singles match, but we're still the better tag team. Because in other companies, we're multiple tag team champions. Well, you guys have barely won any tag team championship. So you might be tag team champions in RWF, but we're still the better tag team. Well, the titles won't be on the line, but tonight we're going to find out. The final point in the War of Momentum over the men's tag team championships. DIY versus the Usos and a non-title match coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 493 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
And here they come, the recently reunited Uso brothers, Jimmy and Jay. Jay, a former RWF United States champion. Jimmy, former Intercontinental champion. But can they become tag team champions?
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 400 pounds, the men's tag team champions, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
And the Ketchup Crew will have their packets raised for this match, especially if DIY can get a victory. Former Intercontinental Champion Johnny Gargano, former Heavyweight Champion Tommaso Ciampa, and current Men's Tag Team Champions. Now, the interesting thing to note here is even if the Usos win here tonight, DIY has already won the War of Momentum. And not only have they won the War of Momentum, they have clean sweeped the Usos with 4 victories to none. So even if the Usos won, it would still be 4-1. And think just how much confidence it would take away from the Usos if they lose. With DIY having a super clean sweep of 5-0.
There's the tag.
Tag in to Jey Uso. And that little bit of dancing there has our crowd eating. Sorry about that, I got a little distracted. We got Johnny Gargano and Jey Uso in the ring. Back out to Jimmy Uso. Double super kick combination into the cover, but Tommaso Ciampa breaks up the cover. Springboard tornado DDT by Garlic. Sorry, don't mind me getting nostalgia and over here over stuff. I should be focusing on this match. Tag into Johnny Garlic. Meet in the middle. Hey guys, I'm sorry for the mic muting. My manager's calling me, so yeah, enjoy the match while the mics continue to be muted. I swear the man has the memory of a goldfish. He knows that I stream. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Dude, you know, I stream every day I'm off. I stream at 7 o'clock." It's all good though. Nothing bad happening. Just needed to confirm some stuff with me. So, yeah.
Tag was made.
Tagging the tomato chomper. Looking for a cover, but Johnny Gargano breaks up the pin. Tagging in to the main event, Jey Uso.
Tag is good.
The tag in the Johnny Gargano. And Gargano immediately with the Gargano lock locked in. And Jimmy Uso saving his brother. And that's it.
Here are your winners, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, DIY.
Well, it stinks to be an Uso. So, you know the confidence of the Usos has got to be on thin ice here tonight. 5 straight losses to DIY. But what's going to happen when the titles are on the line? Well, coming up next, much like we had last week, last episode, where we had the anonymous general manager have some people battle out to see who will be representing them in the GM 8-person Falls Count Anywhere match. We have another person who is doing this, as Paul Heyman has chosen 3 of his Paul Heyman guys to battle it out in a 3-way elimination Falls Count Anywhere match to determine who will be representing Paul at Rabbit Mania. And of course, the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, would be in this match. Perhaps the most well-known Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman guy. The amount of matches that Paul Heyman has stood ringside with the Beast are so numerous. And of course, those promos are legendary. Another big Paul Heyman guy. Paul Heyman was, of course, his wise man and part of the bloodline, helping Roman Reigns with his legendary title reign in a different company. He honestly hasn't done much with Roman here in RWF, but still not too surprising to see Roman Reigns here. Now that thing is, now I'm thinking of other people I could have added to this match. Now that it's too late. Oh well. And here comes the guy who could probably be credited for deeming the term CM Punk. Or, I'm sorry, for deeming the term Paul Heyman God, no one had really ever called themselves a Paul Heyman guy before Punk. And of course, all three of these guys, especially Roman, finding a way to get to Rabbit Mania. And just like with the other match, been in with no audio, I'll have to catch up in what I missed via Discord. There we go. Just as I said there, the winner of this match will go on to Rabbit Mania to represent Paul Heyman during that 8-man or 8-person elimination falls count anywhere matchup that we already know will feature Wade Barrett. Go to sleep by Punk, trying to take the beast out of this. but a kick out of 2. GTS on the reins. Will Punk? No. Reigns able to kick out of 2. You know, it would be a little bit of justice for CM Punk to make it where Roman Reigns cannot go to Rabit Mania. Meanwhile, Lesnar takes Punk to Suplex City and grabs the Kimura locked on Roman Reigns. And there goes Roman Reigns. No Rabit Mania for the OTC. We're down to the Beast versus the Punk. Punk using all the tricks he has, but he's still taking another trip to Suplex City. F5 by Lesnar. And Punk kicking out of 2. Lesnar just dominating Punk, but Punk staying true and fighting. CM Punk going for the GTS. Into the cover. And a kick out of 2. Next Tuesday actually looks better, I think, for me personally. That's it.
Here is your winner, Brock Lesnar.
The Beast is going to Rabbit Mania. Well, like I said, what some would consider the original Paul Heyman guy. The client of Paul Heyman. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock. I can't do it. I wish I could, but I can't. Well, coming up next, we have the War Momentum featuring the women's tag team titles. Now, unlike the men's, this is actually going to 100% determine who wins the War Momentum, because right now, the Powers of Pain and the Wyatt Sisters are tied up 2 victories to 2 victories. So this is the tiebreaker. Non-title tag team match coming up next.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. On their way to the ring, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss, the Wyatt Six.
And here they come, the Wyatt Sisters, the #1 contenders to the Women's Tag Team Championships. Nikki has lost both of her singles matches, while Alexa has won both of hers. This match, of course, being the tiebreaker.
And their opponents, the Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea Ripley and China, the Powers of Pain.
And here they come, the current Women's Tag Team Champions, Rhea winning both of her matches, while China No, that's not right. China won against Nikki. The lost against Alexa. Rio won against Nikki. The won against Alexa. Something like that. Now it was both of them defeated Nikki, but both of them lost against Alexa. That's what it was. And in case you have never seen an RWF style tag team match before, it's very simple. Two competitors are illegally in the ring. Only these two competitors that are illegally in the ring can get the pinfall, submission, or knockout victory. Pinfalls and submissions can only happen inside the ring, while a knockout can happen anywhere in the arena. There are no rope breaks, there are no disqualifications, there are no ring countouts. And there's a tag out to China. If you tag in your partner, you must leave the ring and your partner becomes the legal person in the ring. Tag out to Nikki Cross. Tag back out to Alexa Bliss. Good teamwork here by the Wyatt sisters. Tag in Rhea Ripley. Double power bomb into a cover, but Nikki Cross saving the matchup. Going for a second double power bomb. Into the cover. And that's it.
Here are your winners, Rhea Ripley and China, the powers of pain.
The Powers of Pain getting a big victory here tonight. Not only kind of, getting that victory over their challengers, but also getting the final point in the war of momentum. Well, moving right along, we have a very interesting one-on-one match. After his loss to his former friend Farouk, JBL has not stopped running his mouth, continuing to say that he is the better champion. One man told him to stop. He's lost. He lost. He needs to accept his loss. The two need to go back to being friends. All that good stuff. JBL ran his mouth. And he said, well, at least I have been a champion. This has invoked the man's wrath. Next up, JBL puts his foot where his mouth is. He has to eat humble pie and go one-on-one against The Undertaker.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
Well, JBL has really done it this time. Once again, letting his mouth write a check that he might potentially not be able to cash. Invoking The Undertaker's wrath by reminding The Undertaker that Undertaker has not won a title here in RWF.
And his opponent from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, The Undertaker.
And you can see it in the dead man's eyes. And this match begins with JBL trying and getting the first couple of hits here. This is by far not the first time that these two have met in a wrestling ring. And it probably won't be the last time. Undertaker taking JBL to his own version of the wrestler's court here tonight. Now the argument that is in the argument for this match, championship titles. Yes, these guys have both held titles outside of RWF, but here in RWF, The Undertaker has not won a single championship title. Technically, neither has JBL. But what you could argue is the $1 Million Championship. The $1 Million Championship, of course, is a title that was brought to the RWF by the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. A title that Ted DiBiase bought and had made for himself. A title that was not and is not officially recognized as a title in RWF. It exists, it has been defended, but it was not an RWF title, and it is not an official title. Despite that, JBL did indeed defeat the $1 Million Man to win the $1 Million Championship. And JBL did not lose the championship. After a vote was held in Discord, all of you guys, the Rabbit Rangers, decided that the $1 Million Championship should be retired. And thus it was, with JBL vacating and handing over the $1 Million Championship. So in a way, JBL has been a champion. He was not an official champion. He was really not even a recognized champion, but he was technically a champion. Something that The Undertaker cannot claim. Choke slam by The Undertaker, straight into a cover, and a kick out of 2. And now The Undertaker seemingly going for a tombstone pile driver into the cover, but no, JBL kicks out at 2. I figured it was going to be a rope break. Back and forth action between these two brawlers. Taker to the middle rope, something we rarely see. Oh, and out of nowhere, JBL hits the clothesline from hell into the cover. But I kick out it too. One, the last call, or maybe it was just a power bomb. Yeah, that was just a power bomb. A third clothesline from hell into the cover. And again, The Undertaker kicks out at 2. Just a barrage of elbows by JBL, but now that seems to have just enraged Taker. Now some back and forth action as JBL tries to get back into this match. Undertaker going for the last ride. He hits it. But he's not done yet. A second tombstone pile driver straight into the cover. And again, JBL kicks out at 2. Big diving elbow from the top rope into a cover. And that's it.
Here is your winner, The Undertaker.
Well, you can bet your bottom dollar that JBL is regretting the words that he said to The Undertaker right about now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we move right along. Coming up next, it is a very special non-title match featuring somebody we were told we would never see again. You see, the board of directors have fired a lot of people from RWF, and also a lot of people's contracts are expiring here in RWF. But before all that, when they fired a lot of people, one of the people they fired was the captain, Jalen Brunson. The interesting thing about the firing of Jalen Brunson is at the time, Jalen Brunson was the current United States champion. So when Jalen Brunson was fired, he was also stripped of the United States Championship. We would then hold a 16 man tournament to crown a new United States champion, which would ultimately be won by Damian Priest. Well, as you know, um, Damian Priest is set to defend that title against Bray Wyatt at the Showcase of the Immortals. And Damian says he wants to prove that he's ready for Wyatt. He also says he wants to prove that he could have beaten Brunson if given the opportunity. So he has worked with the board of directors, and for one last night, the captain, Jalen Brunson, will grace an RWF ring in a non-title match against Damian Priest. Coming up next.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from South Jersey, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Captain, Jalen Brunson.
Now, Brunson says he holds no hard feelings toward RWF. He is happy for the fact that he got to compete at all, and he was proud to have won and forever be to won the United States Championship and forever be in the history books as a former champion.
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, the United States Champion, Damian Priest.
And here he comes, the man who survived a 16-man tournament to be crowned the brand new United States champion after Jalen Brunson was forced to vacate it. Priest has gone on record with saying that it was unfair that Brunson never got a chance to defend the title, and he believes that if he would have gotten a chance to face Brunson for the title, he would have won the title against Brunson. That has this led to this match here. And although it is a non-title match, you know that Brunson is going to be facing just like as if it was. Former United States champion versus current United States champion. Jalen Brunson, unable to defend the title, was fired and stripped of the title. Damian Priest will have his first title defense at Rabit Mania against Bray Wyatt. Priest wanted to prove that he could have defeated Brunson to become the champion. And again, Brunson went on record himself saying that he has no hard feelings against RWF or RWF's management or the board of directors or anybody. He's just thankful. Top rope twist of fate by Brunson. Kick out of 2. Said he's thankful. He's thankful that he got a chance to compete. Swanton bomb by Brunson into a cover. And again, Priest kicks out of 2. He's thankful that he had a chance to compete at all. He's thankful that he won the United States Championship and that he'll forever be in the history books of RWF as a former United States champion. And although he is a little bit sad that he won't get to do anything more for RWF, he'll always have his memories. He said he's also thankful to Damian Priest for giving him one last opportunity to grace an RWF ring. And that's why, even though the title's not on the line, he's going to fight like it is. Razor's Edge attempt by Priest, but Brunson able to get out of it. Oh, we've seen this before. The Pepsi plunge. And that's it.
Here is your winner, the Captain, Jalen Brunson.
Well, could Damian Priest beat Jalen Brunson with the titles on the line? Unfortunately, we will never know. But on this night, his last night here in RWF, Jalen Brunson goes out on top. Well, coming up next is our semi-main event of the evening. Former friends and still friends to a degree, facing off against each other. Bianca Belair, who made some comments last episode about how her and Jade are no longer going to be teaming up. Bianca wants to focus on herself. She wants to go and do things by herself, so no more teaming with Jade Cargo. And apparently, Jade isn't taking this news very well and has challenged Bianca Belair to a match, and it will be a non-title match.
Conference with offense, that's no nonsense. My theme song hits, get your reinforcements. We strike quick with hard kicks, ducking ice sticks, bare knuckle mitts who fight pits. Beat you lifeless, never survive this. Get forgot like all timers. Two-faced rappers walk away with four shiners. So raw rhymer, turning legends to old timers. My incisors like a viper biting through your one-liners. New Dead Man Inc., and we about to make you famous. Taking over Earth and still kicking in Uranus. Word life, this is basic thugonomics. This is basic thugonomics.
I'm on my own against the wall. The pressure's on.
The following contest is scheduled for one
They
fall.
hear me roar.
Making her way to the ring from Knoxville, Tennessee, Bianca
Against the wall. The pressure's building, but no, I will never fall. Instead of they hear me.
A storm is coming.
and her opponent from Orlando, Florida, the Women's United States Champion, Jade Cargill.
And this match is beginning. Bianca's song says it all. I never needed you at all. That's kind of the mentality Bianca Belair has gained here. And Jade Cargo is taking it personally. Bianca swears that it's not anything personal. She's just tired. She just doesn't want to be a tag team. Jade Cargill, on the other hand, like I said, she is taking it very personal, thinking that Belair is going to come after her and her title. So we have this non-title match here tonight in our semi-main event of the evening. And the Jaded by Jade Cargill. And that kick out by Bianca Belair. Beautiful springboard crossbody. And Cargo's just dominating and punishing Bianca Belair here. Cargo setting up for a second Jaded. And she hits it. And again, Belair kicks out. KOD by the EST. But will it get her the 1, 2, 3? It does not. Belair trying to use her hair like a whip, but Jade able to get out of the way. Blocking the Jaded into another KOD. And again, a kick out at 2. Both of these wrestlers hitting their big signature moves twice now. You gotta think that if they can do it one more time, this will probably be over. Big diving crossbody by Belair into a cover, and that's enough.
Here is your winner,
Huge win for Bianca Belair here, but what does this mean for the Women's United States Championship? Could Belair possibly be in the talks of being Becky Lynch's first opponent if Becky Lynch wins? Or could she be the next #1 contender if Jade wins? A singles victory over the current champion holds many, many possibilities. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our main event of the evening. As much like we did at the beginning of the show, we are having a three-man Falls Count Anywhere elimination match between 3 different #1 contenders. This time, it's Bray Wyatt, the #1 contender to the RWF United States Championship, versus Pete Dunne, the #1 contender to the RWF Intercontinental Championship, and Montez Ford, the 2025 Men's Rabbit Rumble winner and #1 contender to the Heavyweight Championship. the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne making his way to the ring. He will be going to Rabbit Mania to challenge the Samoan Bulldozer Umaga for the Intercontinental Championship. Has a loss against Finn Balor in recent weeks, but he also has a tag team victory in recent weeks. And of course, it's interesting that his tag team partner is the current heavyweight champion, who will be defending his title at Rabbit Mania as well.
And his opponents, first, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
And here he comes, a former three-time men's tag team champion, the 2025 Rabbit Rumble winner, and the man who will challenge Tyler Bate for the RWF Heavyweight Championship in the main event of Rabbit Mania. But wait a minute.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 285 pounds, Bray Wyatt.
Well, this is interesting. Now, Bray Wyatt lost to Damian Priest, and part of the agreement is Bray cannot use any other persona other than just Bray Wyatt himself. And this, of course, is the Firefly Funhouse persona of Bray Wyatt. So this is not a Bray Wyatt that we will see at Rabbit Mania. It's just interesting that this is what he would choose for this match here tonight. And this match begins in the way with Ford immediately going after Bray Wyatt. And of course, it wouldn't be an RWF. It wouldn't be an episode of RWF that has Bray Wyatt on it without me beating the dead horse, sounding like a broken record, and mentioning the fact that Bray Wyatt is one title away from becoming the first ever Grand Slam champion. The title, and the only title he needs to win to become Grand Slam champion is the very title he'll be facing Damian Priest for at Rabbit Mania. And there it is.
Here is your winner, Bray Wyatt.
I guess I forgot to put elimination on. But hey, I'm not complaining about this result. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that does conclude our show for the evening. I hope you guys have had a good time. We should be live again next Sunday with Poke Sunday, and then next Tuesday will be Rabbit Mania. Of course, everything starts at 7 p.m. Central Time, so I hope you guys will join me for that. For tonight, we're going to go ahead and get into our commands, and I'll let you guys go. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, and we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that joined me today It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. Of course, a huge thank you also goes to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10, our amazing friends, Nick and T, as well as Nick being a subscriber. Thank you for that. And of course, our other friends, Sean, Steve, and Danny, as well as our two digital artists responsible for our artwork, Amon Wolf of CNH Podcast and Z Fire Incorporated. Thank you all so much. Discord. We have one of those. If you've not joined our Discord and you would like to, feel free to grab that link right there and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are announced, decisions are decided, discussions are discussed, wrestling results are resulted, chats are chatted, and honestly, we just love to have you there. Another place that we'd love to have you is over on YouTube. If you'd like to check out our past live streams or highlight videos, you can grab that video there and come join us. We've got tons of chat, or yeah, that's Discord. While you're over there, since it's all free and another way to help support the channel, if you don't mind, give the YouTube channel a subscribe, hit the bell icon to keep yourself notified, give the videos a like, and give them a comment because comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. You can also find us over on TikTok, where we post just our highlight videos. So if that's what you're interested in, feel free to grab that link there and come join us. Again, since it's all free and another way to help support, if you don't mind, give the TikTok channel a follow, give the videos a heart, and give them a comment because comments are also good for the YouTube or for the TikTok algorithm. Last, but certainly not least, are ways to help support the stream right here, right now. If you would like to do so, always keep in mind that nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, more information on how you can help the stream is in the chat, so feel free to read that at your leisure, and remember to do only what you're able and comfortable with doing. With that, I should see you guys on Sunday. For tonight, I am JRabbit87, and I hope you all have a very good